From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. And incomplete to open things up. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On third down, Cutler. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go.
Allen. It's complete. Flainer, right side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Fighting through. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And cuts out right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, here's Cutler. And it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. 3rd and 2, now Cutler. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Bears defense as they head out to set up shop now. And last time out they got scored against. Their offense hasn't given them any help to this point. so maybe they need a stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice, not critical at this stage of the game, but one of the things that you want to find out from your defense, are you really ready to play? After giving up a touchdown on the last drive, let's see if they have a little bit better spark, a little bit better bounce in this series.
We'll see if they have that spark and that bounce right here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. He sets to fire deep. Man open is Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 35 that time. And that leads to New Orleans first down.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, yeah. Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a large yardage possibility?
Now it's Cutler throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The 40, the 30, and he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he slings one that's incomplete. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they'll give a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 14 apiece is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety?
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now after the interception, here's Cutler. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Cutler. He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Allen. And the tight end has it, Fleener. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And he's got Bennett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Play action. Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. Now Cutler. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Now they go screen. It's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. A good pickup there, a 22.
Wow, I can't help it. When I see Jay Cutler throw the football and throw one like that with a big completion, I can't help but be impressed.
His arm strength, such an asset, huh?
It really is, because it gets him in trouble sometimes, but I think it gets him out of trouble more often than that.
And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
False start, offense.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd and goal, Cutler. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd down now after the pass completion. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jay Cutler now to lead his offense back out there. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Cutler. He completes it right side to White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. He's got time. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Throwing again, it's Cutler. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
Brandon Cooks, touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jay Cutler now to lead his offense back out there. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. Great protection. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So what's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. They're losing here as we begin the 3rd quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the 3rd.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now Allen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's complete to Flainer. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision is going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And some...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll be a Chicago first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Red zone opportunity.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he's got it over the middle, Fleener. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really, at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now, as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Cutler. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here's the option going right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense. Still third down.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
A good pickup there, a 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Now let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll come out in the pistol. They're going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing here, Cutler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 42 yards out. And Folk's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only 1 remaining in this second half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So they're going to go for 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
One last shot for Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up.